run Naga Slark?
On the same team is them saying, we'll just hope that we can coast through the early and the mid game.
They're saying, I hope this game goes 45+ minutes.
Bounty pops out. Yapsor hiding behind the trees will be able to creep in and snag it up for himself. He does have 2 levels, so with an arrow and a leap, he'll be able to safely disengage. Roger's running around, still yet to get that level 2. I'm sure he's starting to get pretty thirsty for it. Definitely pushing yourself to getting that level 3 is when you can really make that good first power spike in the early game, having that level 2 hook. But here they go. A nice arrow connection is going to be on the Yapsor. They follow it up with a kinetic field. Then there's the Burrow. With Thunderstrike on top, is it going to be enough potential to get the finish? It will. And it's going to be Escape Gaming. Yapsor with a beautiful setup. He's going to be the 4th position to make the first strides here and helps connect for Quake. And now it could be the Pudge in a bit of trouble here. Thunderstrike, Burrow. A glimpse could be there if Synderen thinks it's necessary. Instead, we'll have to use it onto TMW to pull him back and away. They will be able to get the finish onto Roger, but Synderen is going to be the next one in trouble. He gets taken down, AM will pick up that one, and it will be a 1-1 apiece.
It's really annoying here. Shotshlow is actually just following Era, and it's still going bottom.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to connect with an arrow here on the van score, and that means Yapsor will be able to move in, gets the Starfall, and gets that kill. And we're not done yet. Roger moves in, gets the hook, pulls Kezu right back into his arms, looking to go for a bit of redemption here. There is going to be a Burrow strike out, though, and it looks like they might be able to create the bit of space, but Roger's got another hook in about 4 seconds. Yapsor is going to be forced to kind of force Roger back, but with TMW stepping in, now looking for the target. Oh, no!
Again.
He set off the hook a bit too late. Kezu already Burrow striked out and away, and that's going to lead to his own takedown, though. He actually gets the suicide off just in time, but another unfortunate situation could have led to a kill.
Oh my God.
Yapsor with the snipe, gets the Starfall. Vanscore tries to help out with the Fate's Edict, but the auto just forces his way into the mid-game through kills alone. And, well, here's Synderen now, able to move in. They get a nice little glimpse. He goes for the immediate TP, and that's a good heads-up play right there without any sort of secondary kick.
We're going to see Escape make their move onto Dendy, who just used his Midas, but now he's going to lose his life.
Walk in, straight up Burrow, straight up Epi. Dendy will try his best to ghost walk and creep out the other side, but unfortunately it's a bit too slow with the Epi so close to his blink dagger.
Yeah, I think he'll go to the side chop to grab it.
Yeah, and then utilize it. So yeah, that's the new meta. You don't get the blink and then get the smoke. You have to get the smoke and then get the blink.
Oh,
you know?
But it breaks early, so it
it
looks
does.
like it's just going to go.
I hope this goes well for them.
Oh,
he actually gets hooked. Grab from Roger here. Pulls Kezu to the tower. Sorry. He doesn't manage to get the blink at the last second, so he will be able to hold on to that bit of gold. But here comes the comeback of FlipSid. They'll make it 2. Emphatic Mana Void comes out on the Synderen. Great visions are coming in from Flip and Escape are moving down there. They move in. They get a nice glimpse to send back out and away. The Oracle, Roger, looks like a man isolated and alone, will be taken down. Both Dendy and TMW are not going to have any say in that matter.
And killing off Roger like that will accomplish this.
Back behind the tower, Kezu's feeling a bit frisky, makes the move for Dendy. Dendy walks back and away. He's going to be able to get the Sunstrike off. Will connect on the Era. Has to go into Ghost Walk, but they see him, and they're pouncing for him. They're going to be able to get him down. And now they look for the follow-up. Shotshlow, no one in Viz is safe. Sentries are down, detections in full force. Nice last-second save there by Vanscore. Is going to be able to get off the false promise. I don't know if enough damage has been through. Yeah, Purifying Flames are going to be coming through, so he should be fine. But back on the other side, they are going to be able to take the Miranda down. Kezu jumps back in, gets off the Burrow strike, eats a Mana Void, though, and they're going to be able to start shredding him forward. Era makes the approach for TMW. Knight's Face Edict will prevent any sort of right-click damage, but then he quickly shrugs it off with that pact, and now looks to go for the finish. Nice clinch by him. A double kill for Era. Roger stringing together a couple of kills for himself, but it looks like he will ultimately hand them back over. Era secures it with a triple at the end, and it looks like TMW will be the only survivor for FlipSid as he goes right back to the top lane to get right back into the farm. Because they're just already doing so much work outside of Koikva. And they're not done yet. Jump in, Kezu, a man on a mission here. Nice connection with the Burrow will lead to the arrow, but that will mean Kezu gets hooked himself. Put back in behind. Sunstrike will help get the finish. It's going to be FlipSid with their own counterplay and response. Roger unable to find a couple of the hooks in the early game, but they're slowly coming together here and now, but they still will need more. Shotshlow looking to move in. Nice strike onto Yapsor. We'll be able to connect, and the hook once again comes out from Roger Boy, and he'll be able to pull that one home. 2 kills the way of FlipSid.
Nice little play there. But Kinetic onto Dendy, and he will be brought down once again.
An absolute nuisance. They're getting in the face, and if Escape were even to kind of be on the slightly bad end of these trades, the big grand scheme of things is that Koikva's farming and doing work. Back at mid lane, Era has been able to make the move for Roger, and he easily shreds him apart. That big man, he falls, and he falls hard. And Era is going to be able to just, again, skate away. Wonderful showing for Escape to be able to kind of dictate what they want out of the overall big picture through that early laning phase. And Yapsor quickly realizing that there is just nowhere safe. As he goes down, so does his Nyx assassin buddy right on the other side of
Get anything he can while he can, but at the end of the day, he's so far behind.
Looks like they've spotted Roger as he's hooked in Cinderin. Cinderin has going to be forced to pop out the Static Storm and everything, but he will lose his own life. Luckily, Kezu will be there as a strong teammate to be able to find the revenge for him. Still puts into a 3 versus 4
for Naga in an even better situation than the Slark. And, I mean, she's got Radiance, Manta, she'll look towards maybe Octarine, and there's actually no clear path to the victory or even to holding their own side of the map. Like, they're fully on the defense, so with heroes that are meant to play at this stage of the game.
We got a 6-leg on 6-leg fight breaking out here between Kezu and Shachklo. Kezu looking to make the move in. They end up walking themselves into a 2-man stun. Air is able to find a kill himself all the meanwhile, but we'll keep action here at the top lane as Kezu not going to be able to make it away. Tries to blink out, but there's a Purifying Flames there waiting for him by the hands of Vanscore. Makes it a trade 1-for-1 all day.
They can kill anybody in a very short span of time.
What's that? Slark doing work? Yeah, he's still doing it. Top lane. Jumping for Shachklo here. False Promise keeps him alive for now, but it's just delaying the inevitable as he'll eventually pop from the bubble. And then Roger, though, jumping in, gets a nice little trade, finding Yapsor here, looking for the grab on the Era, and blocked once more. Dendi, come on, you are a punch player here. Get out of the line of fire. Roger's so upset about it, he just throws himself into the enemies, and he ends up going down, and the rest of Escape, or FlipSid rather, just get the hell back.
Good comeback ult at the very least, but
again! Arrow! Arrow with 2! He gets 2 arrows right now, and this one might lead to his demise. Cinderin catches with the Static Storm, with the Kinetic Field. They got the Thunder Strike. The Glimpse is going to be there, and they will pull him back and away. Sorry, TMW. You got to go back into the trees where you belong and be taking Darrow. Unbelievable.
I cannot believe that. I mean, yes.
Kezu's going to be off the mark with the Burrow, but Roger eats just a wealth of damage and will be put into the grave. No defensive pudge for at least 40 seconds time. Nice glimpse back will send Shachklo under and into the Static Storm. There will be a save of the False Promise, but that means it's not going to be there for the AM or anyone else moving forward. Air's already gone to work. He gets rid of the Oracle after he gets everything off he needs, and I think this could be it. Now the Tier 3 going to be open. Shachklo is going to be waiting under his Ag's Burrow, but chaos here as even Koikfa's help pressure down the mid lane at the same moment. Help being spread thin on the side of FlipSid. Oh, and Shachklo hiding underground is able to kind of help with a bit of regen, but Era's like, you know what, while you're under there, just stay down there. I'll bury you alive. Puts him down and under. They're going to get the follow-up as Dendi will also be there to drop. Rax is on the bottom lane, now exposed. Escape will claim their first lane.
Yeah, and it's just Era running them over. He's got so much agility stolen. He's got 14-0-7. He's gotten everything he wanted out of this game. They planned it out extremely well in terms of how the lanes would play out, and they just went from there, terrorizing the side of FlipSid. I mean, yeah, you could try to tempo carry, you could try to put pressure out with this anti-mage, but when he has such a bad start, and when Naga and Slark get exactly what they want out of the beginning of the game, it's Escape's game all the way, and they're going to even go for the glimpse. Nope, it's going to be Manta dodge. Very
nice time. I like that. I'll give him points for that little Wu Dota moment.
But I'm afraid it's not enough. One Manta dodge does not.
But he gets that final smile, that little smirk. He's like, I lost the game, but at least I got to do that cool Manta dodge. But I think Yapsor gets the props for the cool play there at the end, of course. Nonetheless, Escape about to claim their second set of racks and eventually the game here. Shachklo looking to move in for any sort of defense is welcome by a new Static Storm. And that will do it. 1-1 split for our first BO2 of the day. And I believe that will mean that, unfortunately for FlipSid, they will only be walking out from this group stage with 2 points now already. So I don't know. I'll have to look this over a bit closer.